Hi there, it's Dr. Abby here, helping Filipinos find their voice. Today we're going to talk about a concept called Walang Utang na Loob. So first of all, Utang na Loob is a Filipino value that literally means debt inside. This basically means that you are indebted to others from a place within your heart to be grateful and respectful and giving to those who have given to you. It is noble to be respectful and selfless, but we've also discussed that it can take away from your own freedom and happiness when your obligation becomes like a prison. Today we're going to talk about a concept a little bit deeper with this phrase called Walang Utang na Loob. To those who know what it means, it's hurtful and piercing and devastating. Walang Utang na Loob means that you do not have utang na loob. In the deepest part of cultural perspective, it means you are extremely ungrateful and you have refused to honor your obligation to others. It means that you are not a decent person and that you are not good. In the Filipino culture, extreme regard for others is a way of life. Our parents raise us to be hospitable and ask others if they want something to eat. We've learned to run and help an elderly person who's carrying a heavy box. We've learned to offer to wash the dishes after dinner. A person like this is considered a good person. So what if you don't do all these things? Then you're accused of walang utang na loob. Does that mean you're a bad person? No. There's more happening here. Let's take a look at the fear that happens inside when we don't do these things. Even the thought of not doing something brings hurtful voices into our head. Your parents wanted to raise you to be a certain way, and that is good. But then, if you don't honor them, you can just hear the voices now. I don't know what's wrong with this girl. If you decide that you don't want to become a nurse or a doctor like your parents wanted you to, the scene in your head of telling your parents is terrifying. And it goes even further than that. The extended community chimes in, that child needs some decent parenting. And you get branded as that bad person. That one time that you didn't invite someone to eat, or you didn't help your tita carry boxes, or you decided not to stay and hang out with the family. People might say, I don't like that girl Kayla. Don't befriend her. It's very sad thinking of the damage that occurs in us when we are controlled by those voices. So it's time to define for yourself what makes you a good person. Is it when you offer to wash the dishes, or are you okay with just bringing a dessert or a bottle of wine for the dinner? Are you good if you find a career that uses your best talents and brings you fulfillment and satisfaction? Are you a good person if you prioritize your children's activities over your uncle's birthday? You are the best judge of what makes you good. You need to practice discerning when your action is making you good according to your standards and when it is not making you bad, especially when others are saying that you're bad. So you make a decision to stay home and play board games with your children instead of going out with your friend who helped you with your problem last week. According to Utang na Loob, you would do everything that she would want you to do. But in this case, you tell yourself, staying home does not make me bad. I still care about my friend and I will go out with my friend another time. We need to set boundaries with others when they try to take over our lives. When Utang na Loob takes over our lives. And a lot of that takes some assertive communication, calm, respectful, yet firm, because you're the one who knows what is good for you. And you should let people know too, assertively. If you like this video, I would really appreciate if you would click subscribe and also share this with your friends who need to hear it too. And if you really want to learn assertiveness, I made a really short online course for you at thewordwallet.com so you can learn all of the tricks. Thank you so much for joining me today. Go out there and speak up, Anak.